I think in the last video, I was just talking about the exocrine part of the pancreas. When the pancreas works as an exocrine gland, it produces pancreatic juice. Just now in the last video, I have told you that the endocrine gland, if the pancreas behaves as an endocrine gland, it will produce insulin. But if it behaves as an exocrine gland, so it will produce pancreatic juice. Now, what is the difference between endocrine gland and exocrine gland? Endocrine gland, I have told you, they pass their secretions directly into the bloodstream without passing through the duct. Any duct, duct means any pipe, any channel in the body. But exocrine gland, they release their secretions only through ducts. They do not release their secretions directly into the blood. That means pancreatic juice will not be secreted directly into the blood, but insulin will definitely be secreted directly into the blood, because insulin is a part of the endocrine gland. It is a secretion of the endocrine gland, whereas pancreatic juice is a secretion of the exocrine gland. So therefore it will not be directly produced or secreted into the bloodstream. I hope you are getting my point. Now, other than that, the pancreatic juice is a very strong digestive juice, and it digests almost anything and everything. Because if you see here, it has pancreatic lipase in it, pancreatic amylase, it has trypsin in it. Other than that, it also has sodium bicarbonate. Sodium bicarbonate, this is the formula of sodium bicarbonate, or sodium hydrogen carbonate also it is called. And what does this sodium bicarbonate do? It makes the food alkaline. Again, there is a concept here. When we were studying about stomach, we saw that the environment inside the stomach was acidic. The environment inside the stomach was acidic, but now when the food has come to the small intestine, the food will be made alkaline. खाना जो है alkaline हो जाएगा, and the pH of the food will be more than 7. Previously it was less than 7 when it was in the stomach. That means it is very clear that to digest proteins you require an acidic environment, whereas to digest other things you require an alkaline environment. You require a basic environment as such. I hope you are clear with acidic and basic, because please remember, on the pH scale, pH is a determinant of acidity or basicity of a substance. I think you will come across that in chemistry. And if it is the pH is less than 7, it is acidic. If the pH value is more than 7, it is alkaline or basic. So here in the small intestine, the food will be basically alkaline in nature, otherwise the food will not be digested completely. So the sodium bicarbonate makes the food alkaline, and the pancreatic amylase, you can see amylase, I think we have studied in the mouth. While we were in the mouth, we had studied about salivary amylase. Whenever you hear the word amylase, please see that you write that amylase breaks down carbohydrate into its simpler forms. The word amylase itself means breaking down of carbohydrate. So whether it is a pancreatic amylase or whether it is a salivary amylase, both will help in carbohydrate digestion. One may be in the mouth, the other may be in the pancreas. And lastly, you have the one more component of the pancreatic juice, that is the trypsin, and the trypsin digests the whatever remaining proteins are there which has not been digested in the stomach. Those things can be digested by the component trypsin. So these are the things of the components of the pancreatic juice. They do the following functions inside the small intestine. So everything is done by the small intestine. The pancreatic juice and the bile juice are helping to do the functions. As I just said that they are not directly involved in digestion. bile and pancreatic juice, they are not directly involved in digestion, but they help in the digestive process. I have already told you. After the small intestine, the food will finally go to the large intestine. Always remember, if you are asked in the exam what is the function of the small intestine, please mention that the main function of the small intestine is absorption of food. Absorption, complete digestion and absorption of food is the responsibility of the small intestine. Lastly, we have the large intestine, which is around 1.5 meters in length. In length, it is shorter than the small intestine, but it is wider than the small intestine. You can see the width is more than the small intestine. And the large intestine, it has three parts. You can see there, colon, cecum, and rectum. These are three parts, and the rectum finally ends at the anus. Rectum is the place where formation of excretory matter or fecal matter takes place, and finally it finds its entry outside or finds its exit through the anus. Now, the main function of the large intestine is to absorb water, and whatever undigested material is there in your body, they will be coming out through the rectum, through the anus, from like outside the body. Undigested material बाहर आएगा. Water, जो excess water है, वो absorb हो जाएगा. Water को absorb कर लेगा body, और जो undigested material है, वो बाहर निकाल देगा. Sometimes water बाहर नहीं भी निकाल पाता, कई बार water को absorb नहीं कर पाता है body. In that case आपको पता ही है, lose motion होता है. अगर water absorb नहीं कर पाया, in that case loose motion may form. Otherwise the water is absorbed and the waste is solid in nature. Generally it is solid in nature. It is coming out, it will come out through the anus. Formation will take place in the rectum. जो fecal matter है उसका formation होगा rectum में, और जो बाहर आएगा वो anus के through बाहर आएगा. And I think with this we come to the end of the digestive process in humans. This is the entire digestive system. I hope you have understood it properly. In case you have not understood anything, please feel free to ask your doubts to me. Thank you.